everyone. Welcome back to It's Crystal Clear, a show designed to help you to tell your money where to go instead of always wondering where it went. My name is Felicia Young, and I look forward to helping you achieve your financial goals this year. So, you're a few weeks away from the 3-month goal mark. How are you doing? Will we be celebrating your accomplishments, or do you need to make time to recalibrate? No matter what the case is, just make sure you keep moving forward. Today, I want to highlight one of our viewers. Her name is Miss CJ. Her goal is to eliminate $8,000 in debt, then pay off her vehicle, then pay extra notes toward the principal of her home that she just purchased a couple of years ago. Congratulations on that home purchase. She just started applying the tips from It's Crystal Clear, and she recently sent me this note. She said, with my last paycheck, I was able to pay on all of my credit cards and extra towards my house note. I cut back on my spending and I canceled my cable bill, which was $50 a month. I'm sticking to my 3-month goal. It's Crystal Clear is working. Way to go, Miss CJ. That is really, really awesome. I can't wait to celebrate you hitting your goal at the 3-month mark. Yay! So today's episode is called It's Time, where I will discuss the second 10% of the 10, 10, and 80 rule, paying yourself 10% of your before-tax income and being able to afford the life of your dreams. So as you know, I'm a workaholic. I'm always finding projects to do, people to help, like stepping out of my comfort zone to do a weekly podcast to help people eliminate their debt. I'm definitely out of my comfort zone, but I'm always spending a lot of time working, and oftentimes I find myself not spending much time with people or things that should matter more. But recently, that all changed. In January of 2022, I was given 2 pieces of news that literally days apart shook my world. One was the worst thing that I can possibly hear, and the other one was the best thing I can possibly hear. What I was told made me put an immediate halt to overworking, and it made me make time for those people and those things that really mattered most to me. My mom, she had been feeling bad for quite a while, and no matter how many doctors she went to, no one could seem to find out what was wrong until January of 2022. She was told that she had stage 4 cancer. So I Googled the kind of cancer that she had, and I read that the life expectancy for someone with that type of cancer was 9 months. I was crushed. A few days later, my oldest daughter gave me a greeting card, and inside was an unexpected surprise. It was an ultrasound that showed the picture of my very first grandchild, who would be born in 9 months. My emotions were everywhere, and as time began to pass, I saw my mom's body becoming weaker, and I saw my daughter's belly growing larger, and I had conflict in prayers. I wanted God to slow down time so I could have more time with my mom, and I wanted him to speed up time because I couldn't wait to hug my grandchild. But during that period, nothing else mattered. My things to do list, it wasn't important. All those extra projects, they could wait. Going to work early and staying late, that stopped immediately. I had the honor of working with my siblings to care for my mom around the clock. I became her chauffeur. I was driving her back and forth down the highways to doctor's appointments. And during these drives, we talked a lot. We talked a lot about nothing, and we talked a lot about everything. But she gave me specific instructions on how she expects me to live the rest of my life. She told me not to be sad about what she was going through. It's supposed to happen. Everyone dies. But until we do, make sure you do your best to live your life. She told me to quit overworking and to make time to simply enjoy my life. So my boss is amazing. He put me on a leave of absence so I could be with my mom nonstop. My team members are incredible. None of my work went undone because of them. And I was able to just spend time with my mom. As time moved forward, I watched my mom's body get weaker. And as time moved forward, I watched my daughter's belly grow larger. And no matter how much I prayed and how much I hoped for a miracle that my mom would get better and be in the hospital room for the birth of her first great grandchild, the reality was slowly starting to set in. That was not going to be the case for my mom. At 11 p.m. on July the 4th, my siblings and I told my mom good night. A few hours later, on July 5th, her time on this side of heaven was no more. 2 months later, I had the privilege of being in the hospital room with my daughter and her husband, and I watched my grandson be born. It's really hard to explain what it felt like to watch God take a life and then to watch him bring a life into this world. But I know that I'm thankful that I was given the time to be there for both. Since my mom's passing and my grandson's birth, my whole mindset changed about who and what I chose to spend my time on. My things to do list is very intentional and is very streamlined. And I'm thankful that I took the steps necessary to where I don't have to overwork in order to simply pay bills. I'm thankful that I can now use my time to enjoy moments in my life. That's what my prayer is for you too. I want you to be in a financial position to where you're not forced to constantly overwork just to pay bills and still be behind on them. I want you to be in a position to where your money is working for you and not you always working for it. So in order to do that, you must pay yourself first. So I was listening to someone the other day who said that if he gave the audience $1 million, they could spend it on anything that they wanted. The only catch would be the next day, they wouldn't be alive anymore. He asked if they would take the $1 million and only be alive one more day or pass on the million for more time. Of course, everyone said no to the $1 million, and his point was made. We definitely know our time is way more valuable than money. But in reality, we don't live that way. We spend countless hours overworking and still struggling with debt that seems to be piling up and going nowhere fast. And we don't make time to pay ourselves first because we prioritize our bills over our future. But today, you will change your mindset and you will make time to pay yourself first. So why is it important to pay yourself first? Why wouldn't you? You go to work every single day and you deal with clients and you deal with customers who are not always right. And on the 1st and on the 15th, you have a bunch of names expecting you to pay them. You have Entergy, AT&T, the water company, you have Spectrum, you have Verizon Wireless, you have American Express, you have Time Warner Cable, Ford Motor Credit, you have Wells Fargo Mortgage, Progressive Insurance, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and the list go on. All those names expect you to pay them on time each month. So why isn't your name at the top of your own list? You are important. Your future is important. You want a better life for you and your family, don't you? So to build real wealth takes time and it takes discipline. Pay yourself first. So how do you pay yourself? You're going to make time to do some research. Do not put your money in a regular bank account, especially one that isn't a high yield, interest bearing account. And don't get one that charges monthly or yearly maintenance fees. Why would you pay money for someone to hold your money and you not make money from it? I need you to take a look at what your current bank offers you. Are you earning 0.002% on your money? Do you know that banks use your money to make money for themselves and other customers? Do you know that when you take out a loan at a bank, that's part of your money that you're being loaned at a higher interest rate? So if they're able to make money off of you, why aren't you making money off of yourself? I want you to be sure to put your money into investments that will earn more for you. If your job offers a 401k plan, I need you to make sure that you take advantage of that. I need you to take a look at CDs. I need you to take a look at money markets, mutual funds, or other investment vehicles that will make you money. Prioritize making yourself richer over making others richer. So after you decide what investments account you would use to pay yourself, I need you to contact your payroll department at your job, and I need you to authorize them to direct deposit that money into those accounts. Direct deposit will lessen that temptation to spend that money on things that you do not need. Treat paying yourself first as a non-negotiable bill. I need you to make time to strategically invest your money so that it makes more money for you to live on. Okay, so why do you even need to save? So you can make time to do whatever you want. You want to make time to go to Dubai for a week? First class flights, a 5-star hotel, the best restaurants? You'll have the money to do it. If you want to make time to go back to college and earn that master's degree so you can pursue your dream career, you'll have the money to do it. Do you want to make time to use that 2-week vacation from work to take your family on an all-expense paid trip anywhere they want to go? You'll have the money to do it. You want to take time to build your dream forever home? You'll have the money to do it. Do you want to make time to take a leave of absence to spend uninterrupted time with your aging parents, or to make more time with your spouse or your children or your grandchildren, or even if you want to spend more time by yourself? You'll have the money to do it. What about if you want to help others to achieve their goals, like building a school in a village in Africa? You'll have the money to do it. Or what if you want to start your own ministry to help feed the hungry and to help people who are impoverished? You'll have the money to do it. Whatever your heart desires, you'll have the money to do it. Simply because you chose to value yourself enough to pay yourself first. I need y'all to understand, poverty limits what you can do. So starting right now, you will no longer be limited by money to do what God put you on this earth to do. God did not create us to just exist. He did not create us to just be alive. He created us to live in abundance. In the Bible, John 10:10 said, "I came that I may have life and have it abundantly." In Genesis 1:28, it reads, "God blessed them and said to them, be fruitful and multiply, and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over every living creature that moves on the ground." Be fruitful and multiply doesn't just mean keep having babies. It means multiply the resources that we have so we can be progressively productive. That's what we were created to do. God created birds to bird. God created dogs to dog, tigers to tigers, sharks to shark. All animals do what they were created to do. People were created to produce. So do what you were created to do. And that's not living paycheck to paycheck. So I need you to make time. I need you to make time to review your 3, 6, and 12-month goals. I need you to make adjustments where you need to. I need you to recalibrate if you have to. And I need you to stay focused on the main thing, and that's to become financially healthy. And I want you to listen to the instructions from my mama, who said, make time to live your life. You need to start paying yourselves first before you pay your bills, so you can afford to live the life that you want to live instead of living paycheck to paycheck, where you can afford to make time to spend with people and the things that matter more than money. So this is the end of this week's episode. I hope that it was helpful to you, and I really do hope that it blessed your life. Now remember, I need you to help me reach my goals. I'm going to help people eliminate $25 million in debt by the end of this year. And I need you, your family, and your friends to get on board. We're on Spotify and we're on YouTube, so please subscribe and share. Also remember to dream big. Stay focused and live your best life within budget. I'll see you next time on It's Crystal Clear.